Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and beautiful people across the whole world, that's all of you right now. Maybe even me. We're going straight into some MTG Arena. Actually, you know what? I don't like being here. I'm going to be over here. Whew. I'm in the corner. I'm in the corner now. All right, we're downloading assets. We're updating. And while all that's going on, how are you fantastic, excellent, beautiful, very good, no bad nerds? When do I plan on playing Constructed? I'm thinking November. November-ish. After we build our collection a little bit more, and then I'll probably buy like 100 Dominaria packs. Morniel, good to see you. Lethal Rose says, Day 9 TV, guess what? Well, one thing I gotta know, Lethal Rose, it has been a long time. It's a delight to see you back. Delight to see you back. Hey, Dash Bullet Train. Welcome to the live show. Cheers to you. Oh my god, Super Nothing says, doing well. I'm going to a 12-hour horror movie marathon tonight. I'm stoked. You brave, brave human. Oh my god, if I did that, I'd be a broken man on a Halifax pier. You know what? I want more of me. I want more of me. Yes. Lethal Rose says, also, the what is that you are awesome. Oh, Lethal Rose. Is that what the IR is? Oh, that's such great news. Oh my god, it's so fantastic to play Magic in an easy fashion now. So fantastic. Because the old Magic the Gathering online, it was fun. It was great. Played a shitload of it, but not as convenient as this by any stretch of the imagination. Let's do some competitive drafting. Yeah, shall we? As always, few things before we do this stream. We're going to have voting live. So feel free to vote on what cards you think should be selected in these drafts. I'm not going to abide by that by any stretch of the imagination. I think that a user selected draft on this channel would result in a 40 gate deck. So that's pretty good. Also, this is one of the many sponsored streams from Wizards of the Coast. Thanks, Wizards. Y'all are great. What else is... Oh, Scooper Nothing says, my friend got me into horror movies 2 years ago. At first I couldn't sleep, but eventually you lose all sensitivity to it. They're also awful B movies from before 1990, so it's going to be low budget as heck. Oh, that's great. That's great. And also, for any of you curious about the Constructed, I'm going to be starting to play Constructed more in November-ish because the entire collection gets blasted with the transition to open beta. So I just gotta... I like to rebuild my collection via drafting because it's like gameplay at the time. Holy shit, this is an absolute bomb card. Let's go ahead and get the voting things up, and let's get into it. Alright, what's Camaraderie do? Look at this. It's 4. A green and a white. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Dan LaRosse says, wait, there's going to be another reset? No. It was a reset from the old, like, closed beta to the open beta, so I lost all the collection that I built up. So I now have all the gems and gold that I spent previously building that collection. So what am I going to do with the gems and the gold? I could just rebuy the cards, but I like to spend all that drafting and all that stuff. Let's see what else is here. Circuitous Route, situationally good. It lets us find 2 land cards and put them onto the battlefield. Really important if we're splashing like 3-4 colors. Golgari Raiders, absolutely underwhelming. All the Golgari things underwhelm me. Molder Hulk, very underwhelming. It is a 6/6, which is unusually big for this draft format. Other things that I'm seeing that I really like, Blade Instructor, significant. There's not a lot of 3-power mentors, so there's that. Everything else here is like solid filler. I like to view Ravnica right now as there's always bomb cards, which are cards that do insane stuff for cheap cost. Like, this is a bomb. Like, if I have 3 creatures out, green-white generally doesn't get to draw cards, and all of a sudden I'll gain 3 life and draw 3 cards and get 3 things +1/+1. I mean, this is great. So this is a bomb. There's also obvious removal cards, like kill a creature. These are always fine. But I like to think of, like, central defining cards or the archetypes, like the sort of support things. You know, for instance, if you're doing Boros aggro, you're looking for 3-power mentor cards to really go live, really to hop online. And so is the sort of things that I'm looking for is sort of like core, right? And I know that there's like the other acronyms people use, like bread, bombs, removal, evasion efficient, aggro, dregs, those sorts of things. Bombs and removal are always sort of high up there, but so much of this set seems very guild focused, understanding what cards enable certain guilds and what don't. So I'm absolutely going to take this Selesnya card. Okay, I mean, this is a very, I think, super clear one. This is another great enabler for Selesnya. Well, excuse me, I shouldn't say this is an enabler. This is just like an amazing card, right? It is a 2/2 for 2, always fine. But it's that 6 mana thing, create a 2/2 green and white elf knight creature token with vigilance. This can just win the game. This can just win the game. Here's the way that Selesnya works. I'm really hoping that we can sort of back into a Selesnya deck. Selesnya is gum up the board with junk, so that way we can stay alive, and then use Convoke to get some big fatties out relatively early. This is a very good card. I did not realize how good this card was until I played the format more. 5/5 for 6 with vigilance is actually amazing in this format, because there's like most things stop at 4, both 4 power and 4 toughness. Gird for Battle is an essential card, I think, for a Boros aggro deck that has a lot of mentors, because you can put +1/+1 on a mentor card and it can mentor other ones. In other sets, I think that this would be very mediocre. Righteous Blow is a solid card. Parhelion Patrol is a solid card. Is there anything else good here? This is actually quite solid. It's great for Golgari. You place it early. You can trade super strongly against any threat. And trading is good for Golgari, because if you lose your creatures early on, they're in the graveyard and you can actually activate Undergrowth. Hilariously, this is like a win condition. A 3/1 flyer is the most pathetic sounding shit ever, but works in this format. I'm going to pick up the Conclave Guildmage, which everyone is voting right now. It's 80 votes to 17. All right, so this is an interesting question. This is an interesting question. What do we think is the best card here? What do we think is the best card here? Super important note. Super important note. I'm just going to state a rule of thumb. Here's a rule of thumb. Don't feel like you are committed to a color in the first 5 picks. Don't even feel like you're committed to a color. Don't even feel like you are committed to a color in the first 5 picks, period. So, I mean, at this point, this is a Selesnya card, but this is actually an okay combat trick. This is an okay combat trick. The Indestructible is good. The Hexproof is, for the most part, irrelevant. The fact that it's instant is quite good. Hunted Witness, again, it's a sort of fine little common for Selesnya, because it's a 1/1 for 1 that can be used as a Convoke doer. I really think it's down to the 2 cards that chat has voted in. The Inspiring Unicorn, obviously being white, giving +1/+1, as well as Prey Upon. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. This is a little bit weaker in Selesnya, because we often don't have a lot of huge creatures, but it's still very, 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 very strong. I mean, it's removal. Great way to deal with flyers. I'm pretty much. I think chat right now is 90 with Inspiring Unicorn, 56 with Prey Upon. I'm probably going to pick this. I think this is the most solid card. This card I've normally run in Boros. Never really done it. Casino Clamp says Unicorn equals win condition. I would never call this a win condition card, because most of the time, if you are attacking with the Inspiring Unicorn, it's just going to die, right? You're attacking in a position where your Unicorn's going to die. So this is like you get a 1 good swing. It's also, like, this is why I like it more in Boros, because it lets you get in a little bit of extra damage. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Prey Upon. All right. Now, here is... What does this do? Whenever you cast a blue spell, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. What? This is in... How have I not seen this? How have I not seen this? I think the Unicorn is very, very good. I will have you know. The good cards here, it looks like everyone's noting the obvious Sworn Companions. Create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. Is a very, very good card. Especially because it enables things like Camaraderie. It enables Convoke, things like that. Generous Stray is also a very solid card. And this is solid in a way I didn't quite realize for Selesnya. That a Generous Stray is nice to be able to play it, you draw a card, and then Generous Stray is itself a good Convoke target. Sumala Woodshaper is fine. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top cards of the library, reveal a creature enchantment from among them, and put them into the hand. I really think it's between the Sworn Companions and the Generous Stray, and I think the Sworn Companion's pretty nice. This card is really underperformed for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Sworn Companions. That is an unbelievably good card. That is an unbelievably good card. Jesus. Spell can be countered. Inescapable Blaze deals 6 damage to any target. Citywide Bust. Destroy all creatures with toughness 4 or greater. What do I think about this card? I actually think I don't like this at this point in the game. I think I don't like this. Let me think. Here's what I'm not. Fuck. Okay, here's at least my thought process with Citywide Bust. If I have an army of little dudes and I can't break through because there's, 3, 4 toughness things, obviously Citywide Bust instantly blows all the problems out of the water. However, there's just not a lot of 4 toughness creatures in this format. Occasionally there's things like the Watcher of the Mist, the 3/4 flyer that's blue. There's a few walls, like the Wall of Mist, the big Cyclops for Izzet. And frankly, there's a ton of Selesnya cards that are 4 toughness. So this is kind of shooting myself in the foot. So I don't think I'm going to do this one. I think, part of me has not been looking as much at the red cards because I've been really, really feeling my own explanations of shit. I think I'm just going to pick up the Righteous Blow because I think it's just a solid combat trick that we like. Alright, let's take a look at this. What do we like here? This is such a fun card. I think this is so cool. Sprouting Renewal is create a 2/2 green and white night creature token with Vigilance. It also has Convoke. Oh shit, Despy! Fucking come on! Alright, well, that was, by the way, not the pick. Oh, god damn it. My cat just walked over and put her hand straight down on it. Invert and invent. Alright. So, the last 3 packs, what I needed to be doing was looking a little bit more at, hey, maybe I should actually be red-white. Or red-blue or something like this. Because right now, Invert Invent is a situationally amazing card. If you have a lot of Vidalcan Mesmerists. Reduce things power by 2 with the attack of Vidalcan. And then use the invert thing to switch the power and toughness. So you can just instantly kill you. I mean, I think getting 2 drops is absolutely fine. We're going to need some thick dudes in Selesnya to be have something to ramp into, but I'm going to go ahead and pick it. This is an amazing card. No one's picking white. This is an amazing card. Whenever Rock Charger attacks target creature without flying, gains flying until end of turn. This is amazing. This is an amazing card. There's a Generous Stray that I think would be a second pick, but we're 1,000 million% getting this. Huh. Okay, let's take a look at what we're doing right now. We right now are very, very low on the curve. There is a Hunted Witness here. It's not exceptional, but it's okay if we have some more Convoke targets. Circuitous Route, totally irrelevant to what we're doing. Wario Copy I actually like quite a bit. Golgari Raiders. What do I think about this in Selesnya? Urban Utopia I used to think actually really sucked. Enchant land when it enters the battlefield, draw a card, and the enchanted land can generate mana of any color. But I increasingly think it's reasonable if you're going like 3-4 color. I'm going to probably just pick up the Wario Copy. It's a solid beater. 3-2 with Vigilance. I think later we might want to... I don't know, just getting a Hunted Witness this early versus a Wario Copy. I mean, both of them are kind of doing some of the same stuff in regards to Convoke. Hitchclaw Recluse or Righteous Blow. Gird for Battle, I think, is probably not what we're going to want to pick. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, White Rabbit is in chat talking about Magic the Gathering strategy. Eric, welcome. Cheers to you, my friend. Good to see you. I actually think Hitchclaw Recluse is way too relevant, and it's part of just the basic Selesnya plan of clog the board up. We don't need a ton of Righteous Blows, but I think that having one of these is really nice. Wow. This or a Hunted Witness? Okay, here's my argument right now. Okay, so I think that I'm going to be running all the cards that we have right now, right? So we will run 23 cards deck. 23 card decks, excuse me. We will run 23 card decks. And so, if we look at this, I'm going to run Righteous Blow. I'm going to run Prey Upon. I'm going to run the Conclave Guildmage. I'm going to run Rock Charger. I'm going to run Sworn Companions. Going to do the Recluse. Going to probably do Sprouting Renewal. Maybe not, though. Definitely Wario Copy, definitely Camaraderie. So we're running most of these cards. So if I do Join Shields, creatures gain hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. This seems like a very okay combat trick. This is very okay. Selesnya Locket, I think, is good in Selesnya, because we don't really need to curve out. I used to think we needed to curve out and blow people apart. Whoops, I accidentally minimized everything. Please enjoy this beautiful Cyberpunk desktop. Sometimes in my windows, when you move things around, it just minimizes all my stuff. It's like, you probably want to see a clear desktop. I'm like, Windows, no. Hunted Witness is just not as hype for me. Right now, the thing that I'm noting is that we don't really have any Convokers. This is a very nice thing if we have a lot of Convokers. I think I'm actually going to take the Selesnya Locket. I think it's between Selesnya Locket and Join Shields, and I might run neither of them. I kind of want to take the Join Shields because I've never done it before. That's literally my logic. Oh my god, what an amazing wheel. Generous Stray. Alright, well there's our citywide burst. We might actually run this. Wow. Alright, I don't think anyone is drafting Selesnya. Congratulations, everybody. We've done it. We have the best white removal for this sort of deck. The MVP, the Conclave Tribunal. Hell yes. It is a 4 mana. When it enters a battlefield, exile target non-land permanent until it's gone. Also, this bird, 100% coming back. 100% coming back. This is the best card in the entire game. Deadly Visit and Conclave Tribunal are the two best cards here by, it looks like, a wide margin. Yeah, by a wide margin. Removal. But we're white, so we're going to do the white removal. And it looks like 179 of you said Conclave Tribunal. 21 said Healer's Hawk. This is a Hawk Guildgate group of people. Huh. This card is actually so insanely good. What do we think about Find and Fatality? Or excuse me, Find and Finality. Whoops, I've been reading this card wrong. All creatures get -4/-4 till end of turn. You put 2+1/+2 counters on creatures you control. But the Find part is very nice. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. You know, I actually think this might be the pick. We don't even need a splash for find. This is a total board clear. And in the situations where we don't need a board clear, we would do the find. But we would need to make sure that we have a way to get that extra land in there. Parhelion Patrol is... It's okay. It's not spectacular, but it's okay. It's okay. No. It's one of the better cards here. This card is amazing, though. It's another Hitchclaw Recluse. This will blow, like, because when I'm reading this, I'm reading Finality you'd cast if you are getting absolutely annihilated. Like, if you were really losing, you would just cast the Finality. Mr. Urtis says, how do the two face cards work? You can cast the left or you can cast the right. You pick one. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature you control. So Finality lets us save one creature, assuming it's strong enough. Then all creatures get -4/-4 till end of turn. That's an amazing board clear. The find does let us get 2, which is the big thing I'm thinking about. You know, I actually kind of think I'm not good enough to splash this. When I look at our deck just does not really have that much power in it. It's like a bunch of small dudes. We've got a Rock Charger. These two are very good bombs. We've been pretty good about not getting too out of control on our curve. Like, you know, there are a lot of things in the 3-drop slot. I am really unsure about this pick. So, I mean, 150 of you say Parhelion Patrol. 70 of you say Find and Finality. 20 of you say Justice Strike. I think Justice Strike is correct to pass up on. I think it's correct to pass up on. We could make arguments like, hey, we've seen some good red cards, so may as well splash a little red. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm actually going to cop out and get the Parhelion Patrol. I might actually cop out and get the Parhelion Patrol. This is definitely what we'd pick if this wasn't here, I think. But I'm going to give this a shot. Oh my bombs. Holy crap-a-moly. March of the Multitudes. Now, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this. Ah, yes. This is great. This is great. Now, I want to let you know, this is a card that I need anyways to make the Selesnya deck. I think that March of the Multitudes is not as good as Conclave Cavalier in draft. I really, frankly, think the Conclave Cavalier is just absolutely better in draft. But I kind of need this for my standard, you know what I mean? What else is here? This is insane. This is insane. This is very good. This is quite good. This is very good. I mean, I think... Okay, so my intuition tells me Conclave Cavalier is a strictly better card to pick right here in this matchup. I'm going to pick March of the Multitudes. The reason March of the Multitudes, we might argue, is not as good, think about turn 4. I can get 1 creature token out. If I have some more things to convoke, maybe I get 4 1/1s out? Is this better than a 4-mana 4/4 that summons 2 more 2/2s? I'm going to pick this, and if in some insane, weird possibility, the Vigilance Man winds up coming back around, so good. This is just something I need for standard. And it's still solid. I think the other one's the better pick. We have an unbelievably easy pick. House Guild Mage is very nice. Invert Invent, situational but pretty cool. Great for us. What else is here? Burglar Rat, I think, very good. Notion Rain is, I actually think, standard quality. Good. I'm going to pick up the Luminous Bonds. Okay. Well, I feel like the other AIs are not even here. Because Gowerly. 38 months. 38 is the last Roman numeral alphabetically. Gowerly, mwah. Always a delight to see you. EK Hawkman says, Sean. Woo! Hey, EK Hawkman. Hey. You know, I think that, looking at chat, a lot of people are saying Vigor Spore Worm. I think that, so 70 say Vigor Spore Worm, 37 say Blade Instructor. I think the pick is absolutely a Blade Instructor. I think so. Let me investigate whether I think that's actually correct. I mean, I really think it's correct. Almost everything that we have can be mentored by this. There's a good amount of people talking about the Golgari Guildgate. I think we do need the creatures. Let's see. We have a lot of 3-drop things, eh? I don't know why this is here. Luminous Bonds is over here. We don't have as many cheap things as I thought with the Blade Instructor. I think it's okay to pick on this. I think that, or not pick up this. I think Golgari Guildgate or Vigor Spore Worm makes more sense. Because, like, all of these are... Everything down here is, like, Clog. Buy time and Clog. Ooh, this is... Actually, it's between Vigor Spore Worm and Golgari Guildgate. There's a lot of Vigor Spore Worms that kind of always come back. I think that this is a nice opportunity to pick up a Golgari Guildgate. I think I'm going to do it to make sure that we can get the finality in there. Okay. Alright, this is great. Do we want the Sumala Woodshaper or the Centaur Peacemaker? I much prefer this as a card. It's really between these two. Sumala is fine, but I'd rather have a creature that's reasonable. I mean, we have a lot of 3-drops, but I think that... Excuse me, that's okay. Sworn Companions, Sumala Woodshaper, Hunted Witness. We don't have that much Convoke. Camaraderie obviously benefits from having more little dudes. Chat says 80 on Sworn Companions, 41 on Sumala Woodshaper. I'm honestly just going to take the Sworn Companions because I just don't really like... Sumala Woodshaper. Are we all in on Sworn Companions? You know, interestingly enough, I think Ladev Guardian is totally a playable card. Let me put this Golgari Guildgate in the sideboard for a moment. Let me look here and see if there's anything that I might want to cut. I think I might just move the Wario copy, one Wario copy out. I like this because it has 4 power. Or excuse me, it has 4 toughness. Not a lot of things have 4 power. Obviously, with March of the Multitude, Sworn Companion gets way better. Join Shields is really nice to swing it with everything. They're indestructible. 2-4 for 4 boo. This can come out stupid early, though. That's one of the reasons it's nice. Demotion is only really useful in an aggro deck. I mean, like, if we look at this, we have nothing but Sworn Companions. We are a Sworn Companions deck. It's not unacceptable, though. I think Ladev is actually pretty nice. I'm gonna give it a shot because I have been changing a little bit of how I structure my play with Selesnya decks. So we have the Nut Draw, the Healer's Hawk. I actually think the Loxodon Restore is a better pick. I don't think we necessarily need the bird. Everyone's all in on this bird, man. I mean, this Loxodon Restore looks heinously overcosted, but like look at our curve right now. We don't actually have much on the cheap 2-drop Dirtlers, but we have so much stall once we get to the 3-drop region. And then we can convoke some of our more juicy picks. You know what? 180 Healer's Hawks to 57 Loxodon Restores. We can get one of these later. I'm gonna go with the bird because chat loves birds. Pitch Claw Recluse. You bastards! We could have gotten it. I might play the Ceratok. Thought Erasure is wheeling. Shit. Now there's a finisher right there. It is sorcery speed. But, I mean, with a deck that's going as wide as ours, this is the one. This is the other good pick here. Experimental Frenzy's pretty tight. Boris Challenger's very, very good. Picking it. Token Man. We have another Rock Charger, which is very, very nice. Another Rock Charger. This deck is starting to look pretty freaking nice. Oh my god, fuck. Oh my god, fuck yes. We did it. We did it. We did it, everyone. We did it. We're going to pass up the best 2-drop in the format for Light of the Legion. A flying 5/5 with Mentor that when it dies swells up. My what? My white creatures? Do I have anything that maybe makes white creature tokens? That maybe, I don't know, makes white creature tokens? Do I have any of those? Alright, well let's go ahead and pop that in there. Oh, well. We found it. We found the card I've been looking for this entire draft. The Rosemane Centaur. I mean, yeah, I'm the Shaz is just draft Guildgates the rest of the way. If that's what we did, we'd probably still have a winning deck. But Rosemane Centaur is one of the juicy payoffs we've been hunting for so long. This is very nice. Iron Shell Beetle is very, very nice. Oh! Therefore, our splashing black. I don't think I want to do that. I think I actually just want the Iron Shell Beetle. I think that Status and Statue is a better card overall, but our deck would love 2-drops. Would love 2-drops. It would just really love 2-drops. So I'm gonna get the Iron Shell Beetle. There's our Loxodon Restorer. I think this is gonna wind up in the sideboard. We have more than enough cards in this deck. Hey, we got a Sumala Woodshaper. You know, let me do some cleanup here. Do I really need 2 Healer's Hawks? Wild Ceratok, goodbye. Join Shields, I actually think that we're not going to run. Wario Copy, I think, is not part of the game plan. Sprouting Renewal. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Are there that many enchantments that we really want to worry about? That might actually be nice. I think I cut this. Two of the Vigilance for 3 is very okay. I think I do want the Sumala Woodshaper. We might cut the Ladev Guardian, only if we're up against a real aggressive deck. I think we actually just don't need this. I think I don't take the Prey Upon. I think having a 1 is fine. I think I don't run this. I think it's a very good card, but I think I don't run it. Maybe it's bad. I mean, this is a very, very bomb-focused kind of format. I think the Ladev Guardian is also going to take a trip to See You Later Town. thing that's really nice about this Find and Finality, though, is that it can get me back, like my Light of the Legion and some of my other juicy bits. God, that's hard. That's hard to pass up. Sorry, chat. I think something like this seems intelligent. I think that actually seems better. Problem is that, like, my really juicy things, a lot of them are spells, but this still will let us find the good stuff that we need. How? I mean, 2 Luminous Bonds is a really good amount of Luminous Bonds. Alright, Parhelion Patrol, come on in. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a Golgari Guildgate. That seems very nice for us, huh? This is tricky. A lot of people are saying Hitchclaw Recluse. I have 2. I don't necessarily think that I would run 3. The question is, what would I sideboard in? Like, if I were against a really aggressive deck, I might sideboard in another Ladev Guardian because of the 2 power. By the way, we have 2 Golgari Guildgates. I just removed the Golgari Guildgates for the purpose of counting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, so, I mean, if we look at this, I don't actually think... I think our deck is fine without a Vigor Spore Worm. Okay, let's see here. Where is our bomb category? There's our Mega Bombs. Just moving things around for organizational purposes. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we have 3 significant targets. I mean, here's something we can do. We can actually pull out the Hitchclaw Recluses, because we're playing best of 3s. So we might say we don't really need that many early drops. Move these back over here. These are bomb-like. And in the sideboard, we have a Loxodon Restorer, which can come down kind of early. I think not the Somala Woodshaper. It's between these 2. I already have a Loxodon Restore. Would I ever want to run 2? I think I might pick this but not run it. Shit. This is a really nice... Okay, so here's my thought process. I think against control decks, we can win without a Vigor Spore Worm. You know, I think I want a Loxodon Restorer in case I am up against aggro decks. I think that's my logic. An Indestructible Defender Reach. This is a nice combat trick, actually. I might try to figure out a way to work that in. We have another Wild Ceratok that's never getting run. And a Gravitic Punch. Okay, so I think we have a very nice pile of cards here. It says 12-11, but keep in mind, even though it says 11... things. This is a sorcery, so this is actually 2 more copies of creature cards. So that would mean we have 14-9. And where is the other one? March of the Multitudes creates creature tokens. So really, if I separate this out, let me actually... This is big shit. This is big shit. This is big shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15-8 is really what we're working with. Did I screw something up by any chance? Drop Parhelion Patrol, put in Hawk? No, I think I want to keep the Parhelion Patrol. I think the Parhelion Patrol is pretty nice. I think the Parhelion Patrol is actually pretty nice because we're generating so many 1-power things. This is a 1-power thing. We have a pair of 1-power things here. These are 1-power things. This is a 1-power thing. That I think it's important to be able to throw in the stuff. What am I messing up? 1, 2... Why am I seeing this wrong? Because we have 15 creatures, and... Oh, no, I did count this correctly, because these two are creatures, this is a creature. So we're at 15 creatures. Yeah, I'll do land in a sec. And I think that if we're up against aggro, we try to get in some more of our Loxodon Restorers and Ladev Guardians. Maybe avoid these, like this huge combat trick. We would just cut this puppy. We might cut this against aggro. This is an interesting question. If I remove that... No, I just think it's actually too good. Alright, where's our guild gates? Let's put in 1, 2 little guild gataroos. Do I need a swamp at all? I think no. So we have 8 forests, 9 plains, and 2 Golgari guild gates. Generally, I want 3 if I'm doing a splash. I think generally 3. But find is fine without it. We can also make the argument that Flower and Flourish, because Flower says search your library for a basic forest or land, this can also kind of act as land. Hashtag more hawks, says Nakatomi. It is true, man. That card is so good. I love the Healer's Hawk. I like it more when I have mentorship. So if we actually look at our curve, let me rearrange things a little bit more. So here, let me arrange it in terms of actual cost. Camaraderie is going to be an expensive card. Find and Finality is going to be... This is going to be a later card. We won't play Find early or Finality early. We'll actually have to play that later. And this is going to be somewhere up here. So if we look at this curve... Obviously, we're thick on 3, which is fine. But if we look at this, most of our early cards are white. Prey Upon, also Prey Upon, this kind of goes later because we Prey Upon on a later turn. This is a little later. Flower only finds forests and plains. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm just talking about it as in terms of thinking of this as a land card. You could arguably say, oh yeah, we only need to run 16 land, because Flower we can think of as our 17th land. Bob Gar, the War Barbarian, says, I put Flower as a 1 because it fills that role. Well, let me explain why I'm arranging cards this way. I'm trying to arrange them to think, what mana do I need more of based upon what's in my early slots? Do I need plains more or do I need forests more? So the fact that this card can use forests or plains, it doesn't even matter in terms of this computation because any land that I put in, a forest or a plain, is going to be fine. I think we actually probably want to cut 1 land, though, and try to put in something else. I think that this is fine as a 16-land deck. I think this is fine as a 16-land deck. And I really don't know what I want to put in as a result. What is a good thing? Do I want to... Feels like I want more creatures, and I think a Loxodon Restorer feels fine. A 3/4 is pretty damn nice. Vigil for better mentors. If I were a more aggressive deck that had a lot of mentors, I might consider Candlelight Vigil, but Parhelion Patrol's our only mentor as far as I remember. If I'm blowing this card on Flower, I'm probably in big trouble. Yeah. So we would only do this in like certain emergency situations where the game begins and we have a really good starting hand if we have another land and we do have a Flower. So What in your deck uses swamps? Find and finality. So I don't want to overstress. I think a Loxodon Restorer feels really good here. Because this is actually a much cheaper card than it looks. And because people love the Hawk, we're going to choose it. Hawk is our art. Selesnya Hawkish. Alright, so technically we're Abzan. Abzan is the 3-color shard of black, white, green. This deck feels pretty strong. And I want to know, I think one of the reasons why I felt good about this draft, and still feel good about this draft, until now, is that I had a rough game plan going into the draft with what Selesnya does, where I'm like, okay, I'm going to do some clogging early on and do some big stuff late. I think this is a keep because we have the Generous Stray and the 2-land to be able to cast it. Our opponent mulliganed to 6. JP Frosted Rain 808. It's a hell of a name. This is a bit of a dicey keep, but I still think it's an appropriate keep. If you recall with our curve, we don't really have a lot of 1 and 2 drop cards, so necessarily curving out super hard is not essential for us. It's impossible for me to get punished, by the way. So this is still bad news bears, though. I'm just going to go ahead and play the Centaur Peacemaker. Camaraderie is going to be an amazing card. Now, if JP Frosted Rain surveils, I'm just going to trade the Darkblade Agent with my Centaur Peacemaker. This looks like Despy. This is a little more Sheriff-like to me. This is like actually halfway between Sheriff and Despy. Okay, so maybe no attacks yet. A thing of beauty, huh? If this comes down, I think this game ends. So we can Sworn Companions and keep some stuff up with we actually have so many ways to win. I'm going to go ahead and do Sworn Companions first. And now, the question is, do I Conclave Guildmage? I think no, because the only way that this trade would be good is if the Centaur Peacemaker was reduced by the Vidalcan Mesmerist. So these things would bounce anyways, so... I feel really good about this draft. So a good question is, when is the right time to play Camaraderie? Generally speaking, getting dudes down is better. Generally speaking, so playing a Light of the Legion is pretty darn important. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and resolve this. I think I want the Generous Stray to block here. I think this is a better play to do because these 1/1s can get buffed by Light of the Legion later on. Perhaps that's a bit too greedy. Perhaps we should just pass up the life on the 1/1. Let's see what our opponent does. Alright, so this means that this now has Death Touch, which is totally fine. So this will still die. This will die as well, and that's okay. So JP Frosted Rain is going to do some Traderonis in the Pepperoni. So this is all fine. So if we draw a land, we're just going to slam the Light of the Legion. Alright, Parhelion Patrol is a nice pickup. Now, one of the things is we can absolutely accept quite a bit of damage here. And it's fine. Because we have lifelink, lifelink. Gain life. The only thing that really screws us over is Mephitic Vapors. This does suck a bit. This does suck a bit. We're gonna Light of the Legion anyways. Wow, this is absolute filth. I'm gonna play the Conclave Guildmage out. This is fine. Find and Finality is gonna like wipe the opponent's board. If we can get a black mana. Or we're gonna play Light of the Legion and then Find on it, so. This card is a problem. This card is a problem. But not as much as a problem as Light of the Legion is. I'm being too eager. I'm just playing this one out right now. So the fact that these two are just going to continue to grow. If this gets killed, no problem. Just Find, bring it right on back. But I'm probably going to Camaraderie right now. Camaraderie right now I actually think is the right play. I think Camaraderie is much better. Because we'll gain 5. That feels unfair. And the Hawk for the sake of chat. We're gonna get this out, man. Oh, didn't want to mentor the Hawk. You can't mentor the bird on this turn because it has to be 2 things that are attacking. Okay, so we are up against a... Well, Hitchclaw Recluse I actually think is going to be pretty good against this deck. Peacemaker... God, it's really hard for me to justify cutting anything. I think we can justify cutting the Iron Shell Beetle, maybe, for something else. Let me actually arrange this in terms of cost. I mean, fuck, our deck seems pretty fine. We might consider a citywide bust. The only thing I'm thinking is, if there winds up being a lot of little flyers, Hitchclaw Recluse is going to be nice, but I think we're mostly okay. This is a super duper ultra keep. Yeah, as it turns out, if you have a ton of bombs, you're in okay shape. So we're going to plan on doing the Sworn Companions, followed by the Loxodon Restorer. Will we Righteous Blow this? Probably. Probably. Because we have the Rosemane Centaur. We're going to Sworn Companions, we're going to Rosemane, and then we're going to Luminous Bonds and begin beating down. I think that's fine. Not what I'm trying to cast. We have 5 mana for a Rosemane Centaur. Woesmane Centaur. Disinformation Campaign. That is going to be a bit annoying, but I think we cut the Flower and the Flourish. Because I don't think we necessarily need the +2/+2 bomb. No, that actually seems pretty good. Well, we're probably not going to get to cast anytime, so I'm just going to chuck this. is actually going to take a little bit of time to kick into gear. Totally fine. Because we're going to get a flyer out here. This is better to do. Don't quite have enough, but that's fine. Swinging in with the Rosemane's very, very good. If this pops down again, we're going to intend on chucking this, because these two are very, very strong cards. This is game 2. Oh, we crushed in game 1. It was pretty sensational. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be discarding a card. This is just an amazing card. I'm kind of sad we didn't get the Conclave Cavalier, but I think March of the Multitudes is going to be still helpful for us. If we're in top deck mode, we have some pretty damn good cards, so. If we get Rock Charger and Luminous Bonds, and we can just Rosemane, it's hard to lose. It's hard to lose. That's filthy. So we're gonna play the Rock Charger first. For no reason, really. I don't know why. We're not gonna prey upon either of the Dimir Informants for sure. Great. I want to hang on to both of these. Uh-oh. I want to hang on to both of these in case of the disinformation campaign, just to see what's out. Yeah. I'm going to prey upon this for sure. Depending on what we draw, I really do like the Luminous Bonds, because swinging for 5 in the air is pretty tough to deal with. I do want to keep the Luminous Bonds. I really, really do. Yeah, I mean, I think we prey upon. Okay, so he doesn't have that -3 surveil thing. I am not going to cast Sworn Companions, because when Disinformation Campaign comes down, and we're pretty certain it's going to, I want to chuck the Sworn Companions and have the Luminous Bonds up. So there's no Dazzling Lights. Dazzling Lights is the 1 blue mana, -3/-0. I mean, this puts my hand somewhat face up. I clearly have something very good here, because I had enough mana to cast a Sworn Companions, and JP Frosted Rain has seen us now discard that. But I still think that it just doesn't really matter. Hurts some, but it's not the worst. So we're just going to be hitting for 2 in the skies. Stinks a little bit, but not the most. We're holding on to this Luminous Bonds. Alright, that kind of would shut us down. So that's why we're holding on to the Luminous Bonds. So now it's actually okay for me to play out my whole hand. Luminous Bonds this. Now, something important to note that I'm doing, I'm going to hold on to the planes, because again, if Disinformation Campaign gets bounced back to his hand, and he's going to replay it, I want to discard the planes and get a second Rock Charger down. Looks like JP Frosted Rain 808 is also getting land flooded. Dark Blade Agent. We don't even, like, these are honestly DIY Healer's Hawks, man. Ooh, that does kind of stink a bit. Come on in. Nobody else. This is actually the correct one to play out. Because the Murmuring Mystic is going to slowly be generating a lot of 1/1s, so I need to be able to swing in the skies with such cards that can't just get blocked in this way, so. Vume gifted a sub to GJGF14. You've given 8 gift subs, Vume. No blocks. This can buff itself, so. Depending on how buff we want to get. One more time. Wow, so there's no Surveil in hand. Maybe even no spells in hand. Irrelevant. Great. Yep. Alright, so JP Frosted Rain is running a little bit low on Surveillers. VUM says, 1 gift sub for every time you pronounce my name. I don't know why my brain reads it Vume. I'm just like so blind, yeah? Fuse Drake is totally fine. It's not really going to stop us too terribly much. That could become a problem, but I mean, there's still been like no Surveil. Still. Still quite a bit of pressure. Disinformation Campaign is an interesting card because it's really clear. Like there's 2 course strategies in this game. One is go for the win condition. Go, go, go. The other is to go for the resource condition. You know, like get as many of these, get as big a board as you humanly possibly can. Get more land, get more creatures, get more cards. Disinformation Campaign says, I'm automatically going to win on resources. You now need to focus on the win condition. Finally found out he could attack with that. Dang. So now we attack with this 1/1 as well. A triple block can happen on the Rock Charger, which is fine. This. The reason we're attacking with these two, yes, Muse Drake can trade here. That's absolutely true. But this puts our opponent in an increasingly uncomfortable situation where now our opponent's down to 2 and we can do the same attack next turn. And it's very difficult for JP Frosted Rain to deal with it. Unless JP Frosted Rain gets a spell. A spell in order to get the Murmuring Mystic to generate a 1/1. But it looks like JP Frosted Rain might just, like, actually not have good stuff. I mean, all this, man. If it's 1 more buff, wow! No spells at all. Yeah, all these could have attacked for a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Alright, so here's the play. Play the Iron Shell Beetle. Put it on this. Go to combat. Attack with all of these. 1 goes on this boy. 1 goes on this boy. Now, it's virtually impossible for us to die because this is going to gain us back to 9. This Iron Shell Beetle can chump block this Veiled Shade. One of them's going to have to throw their life away. Yep. That was such a great draw. going to go ahead and hold back the Plains because there's no reason to play it. We have 6 mana. If we draw, you know, March of the Multitudes, and we want to have more mana, we can still play the Plains there. If we draw another land, we can just play that land. That Iron Shell Beetle was a fantastic draw. I mean, certainly drawing nothing but land has been a bit painful for me, but so too has it been for JP Frosted Rain. Oh, Whispering Snitch. Do we have any Surveil? Do we have any Surveil? I think we may have actually done it and made a good Selesnya deck. I mean, we still might bust out 0-2. Fritting207 says, good afternoon, day 9. I just watched your daily How I Almost Died, and I have one question. Can you share the puppet code? I have no access to it, because when I was in grad school, I didn't even know about versioning software. So it was all just saved on a hard drive. Oh, that's not exactly the right card. I mean, that was just the wrong one to do. Because, yeah, you can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, that's lethal! Oh my god, it's lethal! Look at that! Our opponent killed us! Sick! That was a nice play. I forgot about the Whispering Snitch extra damage to my face. Never mind, never mind. This has Summoning Sickness. This has Summoning Sickness. So if we swing now, we should win, yeah? Because it's Chump Chump 1-1. Only has 2 blockers. I'm not even going to do the math now. We did it. Wow, at first I was like, oh my god, we died, but then the Whispering Snitch had Summoning Sickness, so it couldn't attack. I was just like, let me nom beans for a moment. History of Benalia is a stupidly good card. It's a saga that first turn generates a 2-2 with Vigilance, second turn generates 2-2 with Vigilance, and third turn, all knights get +2/+1, and those 2 tokens are knights. And it's only 2 white and 1. I think I keep this. This, I can refine the Generous Stray. This is a very, very dicey keep. Never mind, I'm the best player that's ever lived. I am the best player in the universe. Yeah! I mean, we're not done by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, we need some planes. We need some planes. Alright, now how the heck do we want to do this? We can just work our way towards Find and Finality. I think that's probably the right play. That's pretty good. We can Somala Woodshaper to find something very juicy. We already have 2 of our very juicy cards here. This is not a land, right? This is just a creature enchantment. I'm going to take the damage again. Presence is actually never punished, and it's so silly. Are you kidding me? Did you see last Friday or Tuesday's thing? Where we went like 2 and 2, 0 and 2, 0 and 2, just like hard shit on. Now this is an interesting situation to be in. We can take 3 more. We can small a wood shape. We could double block this. Yeah, I think this is... You can also Conclave Tribunal, but I think it's probably better to get the dudes down. We're almost certainly going to get the Conclave Guildmage. Yep. It's hard to miss. This swings. Yeah, I'm happy to do the exchange. How many conclaves do you have? 1? We have 1. Oh, that's it? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah! Fucking back off! Back off! Plan has changed. We're not going to find a finality. We're just going to march of the multitudes in a sec here. We have such a hand, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 6 1-1s. I mean, I just think that's really good. We have options here. This is certainly going to swing in an attack. I'm going to respond with March of the Multitudes. I can't Conclave Tribunal that. I can Conclave Tribunal this. Ghostwalker asks a great question. What's the reason you don't use the auto-tapper system? It shows you what mana will be used if you cast a given spell, and any change you want to make, you can just manually tap. Yeah, and what's being talked about is the idea that if I, like, hold this out, it shows me it's going to tap 2 white and 1 forest, and I might be like, ooh, no, I don't want to do that because I want to leave the white mana open. But the answer is that I'm just too scared. I'm just too scared. I'm too scared to do it, dude. Too frightened. I'm too scared. I mean, you see me mess up lots of things because I, as a person, I'm like, oh, this, and just drag it out, and then, oh, wait, no, I shouldn't have, oh. Hilariously, that's actually okay for us. I mean, that's very good for our opponent, but that's actually okay for us because we're going to summon a billion 1/1s. Wait. I don't have 6 land yet, so I can't reliably do this. I'm just going to March of the Multitudes. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. X is 6. Alright, so this is good for that. Alright, so we're gonna rock charge 100% like this, leaving the 2 wide open for the Loxodon. Something like this. Woo! And then we can Conclave Tribunal something scary, but we're just going to chump these Arboretum Elementals with these 1/1s. Probably just win in the skies, right? Prey upon any flyer. Now, if things get really dicey, we can always swing out, and whatever gets blocked, we can, like, Finality to clear it off. But I don't think that's good now that I've tossed that away. I think we just want to chump against these and win in the sky in a few turns. Because this is going to be 4 damage, and then this Rock Charger and the Sumala Wood Shaper is going to be another 3 damage. That's 7 damage a few turns in a row. And he can block with the Hitchclaw Recluse, but I can just Conclave Tribunal that and be fine. And I can prey upon the other things. Yeah, so these 2 attack, and that's totally 100% fine. I think I block 1 and let 3/7 right now. No blockers. Great. Oof. Because we could have Conclaved this, we could have Prey Upon this, as we could have Luminous Bonded this, so. What's the best one? Prey Upon. Prey Upon's the right choice. I'm a moron. An absolute moron. If I could kill it, yeah, that would have been a better choice, but we can't, so. This is the right thing to do with a spider. So we're going to try to win in the next few turns. Like this. Oh, God. So we have 5 of these. We'll block these 2, and if the Vernati Shieldmate comes in, we just don't do anything. Now, if our opponent March of the Multitudes here, then who knows? I'm going to start making 2/2 tokens. That's the inevitable goal, but I think right now Conclave Tribunal and Prey Upon's really nice. And frankly, I don't think we're ever going to Finality, because this is -4/-4 till end of turn, which means we can't... Oh, fuck. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, that was a good play right there. Well, we have our get out of jail. Not free, but get out of jail eventually card. So let's see, this is 7 total damage. Actually, we can get in 7 and then get in 7 and then swing out in the air. Probably just going to Prey Upon that. Block the 2 Arboretums. Let 4 through. Right. Might of the masses on this. My face dies. Wow. Soul reads, huh? Okay. Hearing you loud and clear. Oh. So we'll need to block everything next turn, and that's okay. I'm more comfortable chumping with the Sumala. So you note that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. So we're just going to block here, and then block here, and then here and here, and there. Block everything. This doesn't have lifelink, yeah. Nah. It's amazing to me that our deck is this strong, that after double Arboretum and this, whatever it's called, camaraderie, and being hit in the face with a 10-10, we're still in pretty much fine shape. I mean, Trample does beat us, but, I mean, we had a great draw. We had a great game. Aminidian had great draws. It was a great game. Night of the Autumn. Looks like it's going to be a game for life. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Could, in theory, destroy the Luminous Bonds, but we'd still win because we kept 2 removal spells like a smarty pants. I think we win this one. I think this is okay. So it's going to be heal. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 11, 12. Yeah. So we actually deal 12 exact damage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As long as we Conclave Tribunal this, not Praetor. You'll probably want to attack with the Beetle. Smart. Smart, smart, smart. If Aminidian didn't attack with this, wouldn't have been able to gain life. But that's okay. With Mentor, we still wind up winning. Oh shit, I almost hit one blocker and then accidentally threw the game. This is what happens when I... Alright, so what one card is going to save Aminidian? And that's that, right? Nothing can block in the air. Alright, nice. Woo! Whoa! Close game. I should probably be saying she, since it's Aminidian. Alright, so what would assist us in this? I think a citywide bust would be good. I think we're going to try to get in a citywide bust. Citywide bust in the emergency circumstances. Destroy 4 plus toughness or greater is really nice against the hexproof. And those are the only really scary ones, yeah. What would we cut for it? I'm gotta be a little careful about cutting a creature, though. Fuck, I think we actually have to, though. Seems really good. I hate to say this, but I think I might cut a creature. I think I might cut the Loxodon Restorer. This is an amazing blowout. Find was still a good option. This sat in our hand not because we couldn't do anything, but because we had 2 other cards that we could do useful things with. Like, I could have chump blocked with the Stray, for instance, and oh shit, we have 12 seconds left. Okay, Fuck. should never talk. Alright. That's great. It's great. It's great, it's great, it's great. Not as good as it could be, but we have our bomb. That's hard to beat. Well, whatever. Every time. This is very likely going to be a game where we find in finality to sweep the board. This is very much so looking like that game. Because on turn 6, we find in finality to sweep the board. Turn 7, play Light of the Legion. Immunidian. She appears to be stuck on land. Not a forest has been played yet. Ah! I mean, this is a sick hand. If we draw one land, I don't see us ever losing this. This is going to be an awfully hard game to lose. Immunidian drops a stray. Meow! Obvious don't block. One white left up for a righteous blow, so we don't want to run into that. Absolute nut draw. Rock Charger Rosemane Centaur is super sick. Probably planes out, Conclave Tribunal this, possibly. Maybe do nothing. Maybe do nothing. I mean, we're just like, if we draw another land, I fully intend on finalitying the entire board. We will lose a Rock Charger, but... this play is way, way too good. We play down this Iron Shell Beetle. Buffing the Rock Charger. And then we use the remaining mana here. We do this. We convoke this, this, and this to exile the Rock Charger from battlefield. This is one of the prime targets to use this against because the Arboretum Elementals are unable to be targeted, and now we're swinging for 6 in the air. I mean, that's disgusting. Now, on turn 6, we might just play Light of the Legion. Now, arguably, we could have said, you know what? I am just going to play the Rock Charger straight into the enemy Rock Charger, and we're going to be totally fine. But, I mean, this puts disgusting. Drenzen says, it's Arboretum. Oh, it's Arboretum. Arboretum Elemental, huh? Yeah, nice. I think Camaraderie is the best play. No, my god, I'm sorry, I have a Light of the Legion. No, I'm just going to play Light of the Legion. There's no way Immunidian can handle this. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Now, if we get board swept, we're just going to find the Rosemane Center and the Light of the Legion. Play him again. Since that didn't happen, I'm going to Camaraderie before combat just to make sure we have the maximum number of things. No, I'm going to lose response. Guaranteeing the kill. And we're going to buff the Rosemane Centaur because it has Vigilance. And the Rock Charger will give that flying. Great. Alright, this deck I think might be disgusting. I think this might be a revoltingly good deck. I can't really tell. I can't really tell because I think I'm only just now learning how to draft Selesnya. Because, I mean, if you look at the individual cards in this deck... Let me actually cancel. If you look at a lot of the individual cards, it can be, like, not clear exactly where the power is coming from, right? We have, like, a 1-1 We have a 1/1 that can buff, you know, like a 2/2, very dirtily card. This, very clearly powerful, can generate stuff. But then we have like a 1/3 that can give flying, pretty dope. But then like a cat that lets us draw, a sort of modest 3-drop that heals, summons some 1/1s, a 2/3 with Vigilance and Mentor, a 2/1 that finds stuff, and then like a 3/4, a 4/4, and then some absolute bombs. Like, even without the bombs, this card feels pretty great. It's like we have, like, 4 or 5 just painful to deal with cards. Like the March of the Multitudes, painful. Floods the boards with life linkers. Woo! A Fine and Finality, this can sweep and kill everything. A 5/5 flyer with Mentor that buffs my 1/1s. God. And then we have these 2 rock charges. Pain in the ass, man. Pain in the ass. We struggled a good bit versus that Dimir deck, though. We did struggle versus that. Is your main deck and sideboard reset? Yes, that's correct. Your main board resets once you complete a game. Hawk turn 1. Vidalcan Mesmerist. Okay, it's an Izzet deck, so we should be relatively confident against an Izzet deck. Parhelion Patrol. I mean, we are incidentally winding up with a lot of flyers, but it's good. Has Sean mulliganed even once today? I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't even see a reason to block. Happily take 2. Not interested in being up against a combat trick. Not really that I know what the combat trick would be. So this could be an Ionize, which would hurt some, but not a lot. Ionize is the counter a spell and deals 2 damage to the controller. Sinister Sabotage, same thing. Hurts some, but glad we're getting this out of the way on a Parhelion Patrol, not one of our more threatening cards. And that we're just beating in the face. Healer's Hawk doing what a Healer's Hawk does and heals up. Centaur Peacemaker for more heals. Buying this time. Thank Gord for Fliers. Alright, so I think very clearly we Sumala Woodshaper first. That's just an extraordinary draw. This guy is really nice. Erratic Cyclops, 0/8 with Trample. Whenever you cast a spell, it gets +X/+O till end of turn. It's just a nice little blockist. Gonna go ahead and hit it with the nothing. Next turn, it's looking like Sworn Companions and Concave Guildmate. Sworn Companions to clog up versus Vidalcan Mesmerist. That's a bit of a problem. So we are almost at nut draws. Almost at the absolute nuts. So the Watcher in the Mist is likely going to swing in the skies. The Vidalcan Mesmerist is likely going to swing on the ground. Alright. Okay. Shit. Alright. Do I want to do this first, or do I want to Camaraderie? I think I want to do this first. Lets me slow down the Vidalcan Mesmerist. There's also the fact that we get another card. Cosmotronic Wave is going to be painful. I don't think we even really play against Cosmotronic Wave. Maybe we do. Maybe we cut the 2 Sworn Companions. Nice. Oh, nice. Really nice. Yow! 3, 6, 8. Go to 3. There's another 3-mana spell, we die. We might cut the 2 Sworn Companions and put 2 of those Recluses in. Now, how greedy do we be, huh? Probably can't really be that greedy. I think I just got a camaraderie. Our opponent did miss lethal with the Ionize. This card is disgustingly good. So good. Yeah, our opponent literally could have killed us. If you just jumpstart Sonic Assault last turn, that costs 3 mana. This gets an additional 3 damage, and then death. Garman says, Day 9, hey man, how are things? Things are getting better. Things are getting better, and I'm going to talk about things getting better after this game. Oh, this is +1/+0 till end of turn. Ah, okay. So I mean, I just have to strictly block here, which stinks a little bit, but not horrifically much. Oh no, I'm dead. Nice. Boop. Our opponent had so many ways to kill us. Tell you after this match, I think, okay, so here's what I think. I think if we, boop, look here, I think we put in another Loxodon Restorer. I think that's going to be good. I think we cut the 2 Sworn Companions in place of the Hitchclaw Recluses. A lot of flyers, these are better defensive cards. Not as strong with Convoke, but I think still strong. And then we got to cut 1 card. Citywide Bust, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one to do. Gonna have to cut some spells. What spells do we cut? Gonna want to put this in for sure. This is not really gonna do very much for us, I think. I still think we should keep it in. Cut March of the Multitudes. I don't think so. I don't think we cut any of the huge things. Finality is really good. How many cards are we at? 43 right now, 42. I need to cut 2 cards. I actually think I'm going to cut a Prey Upon, which sounds insane. I just don't think it's as good. Healer's Hawk we might also actually cut as well. It is really hard to decide about something to cut. This might look weird, but I think that's the right. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Fast and Bulbous, 4,800 bits is 2 years subscription. Woohoo! Oh my god, Fast and Bulbous, happy 2-year anniversary. Jesus, can't believe I said month. Very good opening hand. I'm gonna slow this bird down a bit. Installation 0 does seem to be a good chunk aggressive. Oh, music to my ears. I want to talk to Gamerman's question in a moment. I want to talk to Gamerman's question in a moment. What just a god draw this is. And next turn we're going to use a Rosemane. That's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. But things getting better. FR Greg Mendel says, is there a way to check when a Twitch Prime sub expires? Yeah, if you go to this page, twitch.tv/day9tv. So here's me. It should be like directly up here in this corner, up and right of the window. It should say like gift a sub or buy a sub or something like that. If you click on that, it tells you how much longer of a time you have. Alright, don't forget how your Convoke mechanics work, Day 9. there. It should tell you how many months left you have. And with that, 4 Twitch Prime subs immediately rolling. Mio Sayer, the Balloonist. It's sneaking time. Addison Clark. That swings in. I'm fine. Hey, look, it's Crablar. Okay. Healer's Hawk first. I'm going to Conclave Tribunal this, I believe. We are in beatdown mode right now. We also have a pretty thick curve. We have a lot of expensive, juicy cards in there. FR Greg Mandel says, apparently I expire tomorrow. Good thing I checked. Hurts a little bit, but not a lot. Hurts a little bit, but not a lot of it. This screams, I got a combat trick. It screams, I got a combat trick. Not a lot of ways to discard in red-blue. Great, that means my Hawk can start chipping in. I think we win this race. Probably a second Watcher in the Mist. Used rate. Great. Great out of 8, in fact. Disgusting. There is no 2-mana counterspell. Oh, no, there is. There's the Disdainful Stroke. Disregard! That is going to fly, my friend. Now we have this as well. Board clearing goodness. But we're not going to do that. We're going to Plains and Generous Stray and keep the Fine and Finality back. 4/4 probably should have flown. Is that right? Yeah, that would have gotten more damage. Yeah. Good point. I was thinking, I'll maximize the damage by making the 5/5 fly. Yeah, no, that's a great point. Great point. Because if we had made this 4/4 fly, there would have been a 5/5 on the ground. The Wishcoin Crab could have blocked the 5/5 and died. So it's probably not going to do that. Also probably not going to block the 4/4. Probably still just going to block this 2/2 and then block nothing with the Wishcoin Crab, which would have been better for us. Great call. Great call. Rubble Bubble Bore. And then I'm going to attack with both of these. Ooh. Probably just swing with Amused Drake only. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Well, we're just going to do this. Likely there's a counterspell up with these 3 mana left up. That's totally okay. This is not the scariest card that we can get countered. Certainly not the biggest deal. Now if I swing with this, there'll be a double block here, yeah? So not the biggest deal. If our opponent has a board that builds up too much, we're just going to find in Finality, keeping our Rosemane Centaur alive. Right off the top, totally not a big deal. What a dope card. I love Electrostatic Field. Alright, so let's do kitty time. 1, 2, 3 on the kitties. Meow. Hello. Meow. Okay, so if I swing with this, there'll be this double block, which is hard to deal with. And if I Righteous Blowed, that would clear that off, but I don't think I want that. I think that when I want to alpha, I'm going to swing with everything except for the Rosemane Centaur and then find in Finality. So this game's kind of stalling out, but this Find in Finality is going to be a real bomb card. I think we have more bomb cards than Installation Zero has bomb cards. Also, we're at 24. Healing helps. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, let me move this for you. I just played you in the game of Magic. I think that this doesn't change anything. There's a radical idea. And I think we're both just resigned to chilling for a little bit. So I have a March of the Multitudes, so more land is actually okay. We can actually do stuff with more March of the Multitudes. So, perturbed when we have risk factor, deal 4 damage. We're going to take that out. We're taking the damage. Alright, come here. So there's two reasons that we would play Find in Finality. If we're worried that we're losing, or if we're getting to the point where, like, if we're, oh my gosh, there's so many creatures on the board, I have to value this. Well, that's one way to do it. An alternative is Hello. Alright, this is just like a straight win condition. So we have to worry about risk factor just shooting us in the face a lot, and these little flyers piercing in. But we're going to start summoning an army of 2/2s that we can swing in with. Yeah, and I think I take the action again. So we're at 14, which is okay, Conclave Guildmage is going to begin generating a billion elves. Counterspells will be annoying. Nice. 4, yes. Nice, good defensive board clogging excellence with the Hitchclaw Recluse. So now we got to play this slow, because what are the ways that we lose? This pinging us just constantly is actually going to build up over time. Quite painful, huh? We're still winning in the long run. Installation Zero has 3 cards that have stayed there for a while. Trample got this is significant. Great, here comes a 2/2. See, I'm under more pressure than my opponent right now. Ooh. Yeah. It's gonna blow up my Centaur. But that's okay. It's totally okay. We can find it. We can find it with Find in Finality. If this gets countered, no problem at all. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Very cute. Inverts. That gets flying. Now this can't block. This will jump here for sure. I want to kill that. decided not to. So with the electrostatic field gone, like, technically the Watcher in the Mist could attack in here with this, and what do I think about that? I think it's dangerous, but... Oh, of course, I have the Hitchclaw Recluse. How did this live? Did he invert this? Okay, because keep in mind, this says destroy all creatures with 4 toughness or greater. How is this alive? Why did he invert this? Alright, well, we're just still on the create a 2/2 every turn. Nice. X must be a lot there. X is 4. Nice, nice. Do-do-do. So if I swing out, this will block the 3/3, 2/2's get. No, so we don't quite have enough to swing out. Now, what's the best way to do find and finality? I think the finality is a little dangerous. I think we're generating 2/2s every turn, so I think we find. I think we find. I think find is the right play here. One, 2, 5, 6. And then I'm going to play this. And to do this, I'm going to tap this, and this, and this, and this. Peacemakers. So now I have all the blockers I need, right? I can make a 2/2 with this. This blocks this. I can do this for shits and giggles. This is why I'm trying to play slowly. I'm trying to count it out. This is one of the great advantages of Convoke in these late game situations. Like, I still have enough mana up for this. This blocks here. I'm really glad I put in this Hitchclaw Recluse. It seems like a nice decision. Okay, that's a very relevant thing. Now, we do have a couple ways to remove this. Night Veil Sprite, huh? Alright, let's just go ahead and make this now. That we are in main 2. Wait, is Installation 0 from chat? Have we played against Installation 0 before in life? Sumala Woodshaper is really good because there's 14 cards left. One of those is our God unit. Loxodon Restorer or Hitchclaw Recluse? Which is more important? I think the Loxodon Restorer is more important to us. This is 4, so we can tap 1. 2 flyers. 2 blockers in the air. We'll just tap one of these, and then we'll tap this for white. Sumala Woodshaper for white. The cat. And 2 more 2/2s, right? This maximizes our flexibility. Hang on to this land. If this Night Veil Sprite attacks, I'm going to double block. So it can't really attack. This board's a little clogged, but the fact that we have this Conclave Guildmage just can win the game for us. This is the scariest card here, but we're pleased because we put in Loxodon Restorers. We have these high toughness defensive things. Alright, so nothing's happening this turn. So we are eventually winning. We're winning the long game because we're going to get Infinity Elves. Alright, so this Beetle can make the Rock Charger a 2/4, which cannot yet allow it to begin swinging in the sky, but this is still the right thing to do. It decreases the probability of our opponent doing any other sort of swings. We're getting to the point where we can just Alpha Strike. No attackers. This board's getting a little ridiculous, but this is still not the right time to attack. Because pretty much everything shuts down these 2/2s, so I need quite a lot of 2/2s. So Command the Storm. Okay, so in response, we're going to pay the 5. So this is an odd time to do it, but that's fine. Because by commanding the Storm on my turn and not his turn, this does not get buffed, this does not get buffed, so it's overall going to be weaker. What do you have that's black? Oh, shit. A Thief of Sanity. Okay, well, it's a good thing this is a 2/4. Oh my god! Remember what I was saying? Okay, let's talk about our strategy before... Let's talk about our strategy before. Our strategy was what? Our strategy was what? What does it say? Oh my god, fuck. Did we lose? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Fuck! Shit! Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Creatures your opponent controls can't block this turn. Oh my god. Doesn't matter. I can't block. I can't block with these 1/1s. Still gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is 5, 6 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 12 is 22, so X is 19. This is not going to work, though. Alright, looks like I miscounted. We could have gotten 20 of these. 1/1s can't block either. Oh my god, 1 turn too late, man. 1 turn too late. One turn too late. Dang, man. Let's see if there's a bug. It doesn't even give me the option. Didn't even show me the block button. Well, I really think that our opponent's deck is pretty threatening to what we're doing. I actually think that that kind of deck is the one that I would expect to lose against. Installation Zero says, I'm sorry. Damn you, Installation Zero. 1 turn off, Installation Zero. I knew I recognized you, Installation Zero. I wasn't sniping, I swear. Who runs Cosmotronic Wave against a deck that makes 1/1s? Who does that, huh? Thought you could block with those tokens? No, that's the thing that's sick about Cosmotronic Wave. Thack Daddy 3000. Well, I gotta kill Thack Daddy. Slayer Zero says I almost conceded. Yeah, you should have. That would have been the respectful thing to do. In fact, I have a lot of frustration with you that you didn't just shame concede out. I mean, Could we have won or forced a non-lethal attack if we could swung out earlier? It's really hard because I only had one lifelinker. I think arguably, oh, Portocolo's fine, you say. I think arguably we should have been swinging earlier with all the 2/2s. I think that's what I should have been doing, is just swinging a lot earlier. Is this draft or sealed? This is draft. We got a very nice draft. We got a very, very, very nice draft. Portocolo's Vine is just a regular old Defendo, yeah. Alright, we can't lose. We cannot lose this game. I think I would rather play, depending on what we get. No reason to attack. Depending on what the next card draw is, I might not even play a Smallwood Shaper. Beetle and Hawk is really nice. Bye. Hoofy Rogers says, have a lovely weekend, all. Good luck in the rest of your games. Dan, you're awesome. No, you're awesome, Hoofy Rogers. Gills of Ravnica is awesome. I've been playing so much of this shit, man. Alright. Was it Goomer Man who asked the question? I think so. Gomer Man, that's right, not Goomer. Yeah, it is I, a Goomer. Okay, well these things are definitely swinging in. If this Conclave Guildmage dies, it's okay, we have Find. We have Find in hand. If it's like block and combat trick, we got Find. We're all fine. Sworn Companions is going to be nice. Never answered how things were getting better. Yeah, that's right, Gomer Man. And OK Wizard. Never did answer it. Fortunately, in a draft I really like. After that loss to Installation Zero, I was like, well, now I have to immediately queue back up. If he sacks his imp, great. We got a player who's playing things and sacking them, clearing the board, all on their own. It's fantastic. One for winning this is A-OK. This is not going to be a very strong card right now. The Find is just good. This was a great idea to do. I'm glad I listened to the advice from chat to include the Find in Finality. What's our current record so far? We're 2-1 Sax Therapy. 2-1. Thing of beauty. Beetle for green, white, white. I don't think we need to attack. Actually, we absolutely should have attacked. Who the fuck am I kidding? But this is still really great. This is why Sworn Companions and Convoke is an important mechanism. So we're going to lose the Find and Finality, which is okay. This is very desperate from Thack Daddy. Very, very, very desperate. I mean, like, look at our board. Thack Daddy's going to play his own Find and Finality. Crap. Alright. I probably should have lifted this up. Alright, we're winning this, yeah. Never ever gonna get it. Not this time. Never ever gonna get it. Look how intimidating this board is with just 3 mana. Meow! Meow! Convoke's nice. Convoke's really nice. I gotta tell you, man, the fact that you can, like, play Sworn Companions to get 2/1/1s that you can immediately then tap to Convoke It's just crazy accelerant. This is part of the reason why the Ladev champion, the rather uninspiring Ladev champion, if I'm light on Selesnya cards, and I just get a Ladev champion, yeah, it feels really nice. Now, we saw nothing. We have no information whatsoever, so I just don't think we change anything. Sax Therapy says, can I get real here for a minute? Does anyone have an advice for keeping positive in a long-distance relationship? We are both committed to making it work, so that isn't a concern, but the days get tough, and sometimes I just feel lost. Yeah, I mean, I really think that the best advice I can give you is to, like, work on yourself. To do things and projects and to develop a life without that person that's really satisfying to you. Like, frankly, you know, treat it almost as though... I would almost suggest do the techniques that you would do in a breakup. How would you behave in a breakup? So we need a white. We have mostly white. We have 9 white, 9 out of 33. That's a third. We have 3 chances to draw. That's actually pretty high probability. I'm actually very comfortable with that. We have 9 planes. And 3 opportunities to draw 9 planes. I think we're actually in good shape. This is a very nice opening. And our opponent has had a very slow deck, so that's part of my core reasoning behind it, is slow deck. 3 chances at 1 out of 3, so should be over 50%, because that's 2/3 cubed. Right? 2/3 to the 3 power is... No. 2 to the 3rd power. Yeah, so there's a 70% chance of getting 8 planes in the first 3 draws. Therapy says, I love your advice. I've been following it for years. I think the issue is that I've been in grad school for 4 years now, and that is getting tough to keep plugging along as we near the end. But maybe I need to find more time for my own self outside of work and relationship. But thanks, Sean. Yeah, I mean, like, I think long distance is just really tough. It's tough as hell. I don't know about you, but, like, certainly when I've had, like, long distance-y situations, you know. First of all, there's, like, the habits that you get in when you're in a relationship, and it's not long distance, and then all of a sudden... you can't do that anymore. And it's like, it feels terrible, you know? And I think it's about just creating other new habits. Like, one of the best techniques that God dang, how good is this day 9 character? I'm just gonna build this. We don't really need the Conclave Guild Maiden down early. Just eventually is good. Like, I like activities that can be done asynchronously. Those are really nice. Really nice. I don't give a damn about this, dude. Do I want Luminous Bonds? No, I just think I keep building the board. Asynchronous activities like, hell, even things like chess, I really like a lot. Just as activities to stay engaged with someone. My brother and I were doing that for a while, because, like, Nick and I schedule... Nick lives in Korea, which is 16 hours ahead. So, like, it is impossible most of the time to ever be on a consistent communication pipeline with Nikki. Meow. So we'd play chess, like long-distance chess, and it was really nice. It was a way to feel connected outside of synchronicity. I did it. You know, I actually... this looks super passive as a move, but I actually think this is correct. I think this is correct to do. As crazy as that might sound, because I can actually get in a ton of damage. I think Fact Daddy is a thicker deck than we think. Getting the Parhelion Patrol down into Conclave Tribunal is going to be very nice. I think this Generous Stray is just going to chump. Because I think some of the things that make long distance tough is people trying to sort of walk on pre-existing activities in the long distance. Like, let's get together and watch a movie long distance. Let's get together and chat directly fucking looking at each other. Let's play a game together at the same time. Those are all great, but I think the long distancey things are different. They don't have to be that to be satisfying. Hey, Dr. Anchor, good to see you, man. Conclave, certainly. Not a problem. With 3 green, and Thick Daddy has not done anything with 3 green that has been out for a while, I would expect Thick Daddy to just hard pass. That's fine. That is A-okay. Hip hip hooray. I think we're going to win today. Parhelion Patrol is 1,000 million% the play, because then we can start swinging in with an ever-growing army of 2/2s. It's arguable we could have Cabal Tribunal that. This is not a big threat. Like, the erstwhile Trooper is kind of annoying. Iron Shell Battle. Yeah. So this now is absolutely getting Conclave Tribunals. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the child of the night. The night. Oh, yeah. Alright. That's very nice. Because now we have 4, so we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to Sumala first. Boo, boo, be, do. We're going to get our Angel because we're lucky as hell. Oh, that's fine. At least we're putting it on top. And then we're going to Conclave Tribunal by tapping this lady, this 1/1, this, and this. And we're going to come out and we're going to do it on the Hitchclaw Recluse. And then so that way, when we attack with all these things, this gets buffed to a 2/2. And there's no good blocks. Child of Night can obviously trade, but we have an opponent who's down to 3 cards. We have something that can mentor this other 1/1, as well as a multitude of other creatures. I mean, either way, sex therapy, I really feel you. I just want to stay. I really feel you on the difficulty of making a relationship work sometimes. Sometimes long distance. Sometimes you're frankly interested in other things at that point in time, and you just want to do the other interests, not because you dislike the other person, just because you're interested in the thing you're doing, you know? That can put strain on a relationship. Hoot hoot. Alright, I think we're going to be Parhelion patrolling March of the Multitudening. I think we're going to March of the Multitudes, and because we're a very lucky boy... Because we're a very lucky boy, we're probably going to be in good shape. So let's just start counting right. This is 4, 8... 9, 10, 11. This means X is 8. God, I didn't realize how disgusting this card felt. I thought that this would be flimsier than it is, but fuck. And combat, but before my turn is done, X is going to be 8. How is this instant speed? I mean, I know how it is. There's been plenty of double white green. I want to throw up onto his face. Oh my god. 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 I told you Sumala would help us get the angel. If we Alpha Strike, can Hero do anything about it? I think Alpha Strike wins game next turn, I think is right. Because we have 9 1/1s. The 2/2 and the 2/1 will get blocked. So this is 5, 2, and 9 that's getting through. So that's 7 and 9, which is 16 damage, plus the 2 from the Mentor is 18 damage. Well, we may as well just double check to see if there's some more bullshit in this deck. Meow. And it's a forest. I don't think he can do this. He just like plays 2 planes and destroy all attacking creatures, and I'm like, oh! 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 Demolished with 3 mana. Wrecked with 8. No problem. Oh, Lefix says, I had a lot of work and was very stressed in general and down for the past couple of weeks. Anime is apparently very important and energizing to me, and I hadn't watched any at all in like 2 weeks. Last Friday, I finally took some time to watch anime, and I finally feel like my happy self again. Dude, hell yes. I'm going to keep. We're on the draw. 70% chance to rip a Plains, and that's all we need. Great. Alright, so it's a red deck, so we're probably going to already be wanting to board in another Loxodon Restorer. And Unix says, I feel that so much. I've spent so much time the past few years working on my medical issues, and it's like my brain has gotten so used to tackling the bad things that now I have some more downtime. That PT is getting better, and I'm like, what the fuck do I want to do? Yeah, dude, you're telling me. Gamerman says, that's great, thank you for the excellent answer. Fuck yeah, Gamerman. Thanks for asking just such a wholesome, clean, nice, pleasant little question. I loved it. I really don't think we can lose. Now, depending on how many flyers and ground troops we see from JP England 96, we may very well want to change what we be playing. But I think what I'm going to do is just convoke out the Loxodon Restorer. That seems most appropriate to me. Alright, so I'm absolutely going to defend like this, and it'll probably be a trade, actually. There'll probably be a Righteous Blow. Sure Strike. Yep. No problemo. Find and Finality is a absolute blowout in a number of different ways. Our opponent is stuck at 2, so we're going to swing in here because I'm only going to be blocking one thing. I think I want to use Find and Finality as a find. Just... yeah, so I'm going to be absolutely trading here if there's a combat trick. Totally no problem whatsoever. Not a problem. Every time I say not a problem, I'm immediately reminded of... well, how do we want to do this? This would make us 3/3/3s? No, I think I just want to do this. Of playing Command and Conquer 1. Just playing a basic infantry, it'd be like, not a problem. So I 1,000,000,000% am going to block with the Loxodon Restorer against the Fresh-Faced Recruit. There could be an additional combat trick. No, I think I might actually just block it. Zahama Dropa. This kind of is just a ridiculous blowout, huh? Yeah, I think it's just too much of a blowout. Our opponent's tapped out. We have March of the Multitudes. Who do I want to put 2? I want to take that action. Yep, so now everything dies. That's a blowout right there, man. Gosh, what a great call. Finality. So we're going to make 4 1/1s, and then we're going to swing with 3/3 lifelinkers. Sarah 3396 is one of my favorite reactions. Was your Twitch clip of getting nuked in Command and Conquer? Yeah, that's so funny, dude. What a brutal game. So for any of you who don't know, I was playing the original Command and Conquer. I was playing this mission, and I attacked. And there's a nuke site. And a nuke in the game is like this global ability that you can just cast, kind of like a scanner sweep in StarCraft. Except instead of revealing it, it just blows the area up. And which Command and Conquer? Just Command and Conquer 1. Command and Conquer. And, you know, I was like, alright, I'm going to go attack the nuke silo area because I know that in this mission, later in the game, they're going to attack me. And I don't want to get nuked in this game. So I hit it once, and apparently the way the programming works is if you hit the nuke silo once, it just nukes you. Immediately. So, like, early in the game, I hit it once, and I got nuked and literally lost everything. Everything. My main base, my income, the ability to build, all my unit, like, it just all died. And I was just like, we fucking lost. Oh my god, we gotta restart the entire mission. Oh, it was glorious. Can anyone find that clip? That was really good. Again, 70% chance to draw it in the first 3. Well, actually, it's probably shit key. Probably just chuck it back. But I'm gonna get there every single time. Do we actually have 9 planes? How many wins so far? We are at 3 wins. 3 wins right now. Alright, if we peel a planes, we just essentially immediately win the game. Because we're going to be able to conclave Tribunal. This is dangerous. I actually fucked up keeping his hand. Alright, I actually think we lost. Yeah, I think I screwed up by keeping this hand. Tajik Legion Edge is just so gross. So gross. So good. Yeah, I think we got a scoop here. Yeah, I was bad mulligan. Bad mulligan. I think I just keep everything. So no wonder our opponent was feeling in good shape. Tajik is super sick card. You're probably going to want to cut one thing to put in a bigger thing. Occasionally punished. We get punished once. Sorry. Yeah, overconfidence. Yeah, 100%. I gave that a great answer. Now I'm feeling like totally full of testosterone and confidence. Let's get some good lanes, huh? Yeah. This is more the hand that I want. Turn 1, Hawk. Turn 4, Parhelion Patrol. We can lock down a mentor target. Healer's Hawk turn 1 against a aggro deck is MVP AF. If we win this is a 4-1 draft, which I'd be sensationally happy with. Goblin Banneret is an acceptable thing to Luminous Bonds, quite honestly. 1 green. Gonna go great lengths to make us a happy bear. It's not even close, we just absolutely do this. Goblin Banneret is one of the best cards in all of Boros because it can get to that critical 3 power So you can actually wind up getting to, you know, a 3-1 mentor on another thing. Fuck. Well, our opponent's stuck on 2, and we're stuck on 3, so... Take that, you jerk. So if we draw any land, we are in good shape. Anyways. Yeah, no, feeling good. Where is this? Oh my god, I look horrible. Do I Conclave Tribunal this? Well... It sucks a good amount. It sucks a good amount. Oh, that's horrid. I don't even want to see it. Ugh. Oof. Alright. We just get rid of the big boy. Any smaller dudes we can prey upon. No attackers. Once we get Parhelion Patrol and we can begin life-stealing for 2 a turn, that's what's really going to be helpful. I'm gonna stream me spooky games this month. I think we're gonna be spooky free. I'm too scarred. I'm too freaking scarred, man. God, Parhelion Patrol is gonna be such a lifesaver. Nuclear warhead approaching. Amnesia rerun? Almost certainly an Amnesia rerun. Maybe even an Amnesia highlight clip. Okay, what do we do here? This is probably a Sure Strike, but I think if we're going to run up against a Sure Strike... I mean, what are you going to do, yeah? I mean, what are you going to do? A bluff. A total bluff. Cosmotronic Wave? Okay. I'm probably going to find both of those 2 back. Getting these 2 back is just value. Helps with March of the Multitudes, which I think is going to be how we win this game. That's getting prey upon. That's getting disregarded. Shit. This could be a Sure Strike. I probably should have done it on second main. No. Okay, so, I mean, we already had strong evidence that there was no Sure Strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can march for 5, which is good. These soldiers have lifelink, which is super relevant in all the aggro matchups. Intrusive Pack Beasts. Okay. Okay, so what do we... So we block with nothing. We block with nothing. Alright. So we want to Convoke to increase the number of Dirtlers. Yes, 2 can be tapped, but we still have 4 available to block, which is bad for our opponent. Chump with 1 and trade everywhere else. I don't even want to lose 3 here. Is that true? Tapped out, we kill, and we take 3. But then we gain 1 billion next turn. I think that's right. I just want the healing, man. It's fine, man. I think we just go chump chump. Ornery Goblin, okay. Fresh-faced recruit, alright. These 2 are going to attack. We're just going to double block. Shouldn't say double block, we're just going to block. Blocky, blocky. So land is good. Blocks on restore is very good. So if I tap this for 6, I can't get this out. And I want to get this out badly. Because this can block these things successfully. So we don't block this. Hazda Marshals, very nice for him. But this shuts down a lot, and then we're going to be making 2/2s. Alright, so this gets chumped here. This gets blocked here. We can infinitely block this thing. This thing is a bit annoying, but I think we're okay. Centaur Peacemaker helps, but how much does it really help? We'll block here again. No, I don't think we do it yet. I think we don't do it. I think we don't do it. Like, this is annoying, but we just block it every single time. If he wants to attack and keep losing his pack piece, that's fine. So we summon this. So that way we can block here, and if it dies, that's totally fine. We're going to block like this, and then we're going to block like this so this dies, and then we're going to not take 5. Because this automatically deals 1 damage, which is fine, but a lot of stuff's going to be dying for our opponent. And that's game.
Hey, Dusty, we killed someone. Hi, Daddy conceded. Isn't that great? Yeah, he's gonna kiss you.
Oh, you gotta smell the mouth first. I understand. I understand. We would have won regardless of the Luminous Bonds, but that allowed us to win immediately. Oh my god, I just remembered. I have a haircut at 7, so I'm actually going to have to leave just before 7. I think our opponent was just recognizing that because we had a Conclave Guild Mage, and it's hard to draw good tricks against that. Because if you draw a combat trick, you can't trade evenly, because I just summon a 2/2 and block. Let me open up my notepad. Oh, no, let me go into here. Let me go into my files. I'm going to go to the public Dropbox folder and update the name of the titles. So this is 1012 MTGA titles. Craft 1, Guilds of Ravnica, Selesnya Tokens. Ooh, what's the name of our angel? Markup 12 says, as someone who only recently came back to Magic and has been absolutely loving Guilds of Ravnica, is this an average set? What's consensus on how this stacks up to others? That's a great question. I think Dominaria might be one of the best draft sets of all time. Light of the Legion. Okay. Great. You know, there's an argument to be made that I actually should have kept Find and Finality on top, because the argument is I'm so behind in card advantage, that might be the only way I can win. But anyways, I think Dominaria was amazing. Return to Ravnica was amazing. I mean, this is I think one of the best sets that has happened in a while. This is absolutely amazing. The guilds are just stupidly popular. Vicious Foxes, do you ever go back and look at your old college clips? Nope. I don't want anything to do with that, dummy. That's fine. Theros was pretty sick too. Oh, actually, I really like Theros. Theros was really good. We have did it. Oh, Khan's Tarkir. Oh, actually, that is a good point. Khan's Tarkir was stupidly great. Meow! Alright, well. Notice we can Sworn Companions and almost have enough to convoke out the Rosemane Centaur. That's why it's so good. Meow! If we draw one land, we will have enough to convoke. No Vernati Shield. Man, I don't want to attack, man. Just bring it in. Bring the pain. So if we get the Rosemane down, we Luminous Bond's a large dude. We can just begin beating in. So it looks like our opponent's stuck on 3. Is that right? No, we're stuck on 3. Our opponent has played 3 lands in 3 turns. No. Yoo-hoo. We are against Yoo-hoo. Alright. Alright, Yoo-hoo. I'm so excited to get my hair cut, man. My hair is poofy as hell. I've done quite a lot of work to stick it to my head today. When I get that haircut, man, I look so lean and narrow. Any particular standard decks you're looking forward to building? I am very looking forward to building some good old Selesnya Tokens, you know what I mean? Isn't that what you're doing right now? You know I'm going to righteous blow this Gorgon, don't you? It's almost too obvious. Do you want to trade? I'm down to trade. Alright, I'm the beat down. I'm going to start swinging it in. I think a way that we can win this is if we just draw Camaraderie. I think that's maybe the only way that we can win this. Or we can get our Light of the Legion out. I love Selesnya Tokens. Like, the history of Benalia is really good. Venerated Loxodon is really good. Is that what it's called? History of Benalia? Yeah, it's History of Benalia. I'm correct. Well, that's getting bonded luminously. Nice. Hello. You can't attack or block. Quaternos says, if you kill the Gorgon first, don't you get another 4 damage in? Still better to wait and let him get the block off. It's just because Righteous Blow says it deals 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, so we just couldn't cast it. Which reminds me of Trumpet Blast, which is attacking creatures get +2/+0. And the number of times that I've tried to cast that fucking thing defensively... Oh, damn, we got combat tricked. Alright, we're dead. We were all in on that Rosemane. You got me, Yoo-hoo. I still think my deck's ridiculously good. Renati Shieldmate's coming in for 2, though. We just can't even see out of it. Does Luminous Bond stop creature abilities? Nope. There are cards that say enchanted creature can't attack or block, and enchanted creature can't activate activated abilities. Well, shit. Don't I wish I had Luminous Bombs for that? Oh, and it's stuck at 4, which is nice. This is helpful. I'm an idiot! Oh my god, I could have played Sworn Companions first. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking. Because I could have played this with 3 mana and then had 1, 2, 3, 4... No. I'm fine. I'm fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, I'm an idiot. No, I'm dumb. Meow. So here's how we can win this. We draw a land, play Sworn Companions, the next turn we just get Camaraderie, and then we win the game because we've drawn so many cards, and that's unfair. I would settle for receiving a Luminous Bonds first. We're going to take 8 here, and then we're intending to Generous Stray block with the... Hello. Yeah, chump with a 1/1. I think that's probably better. Heal for 1. This is the most vigilant. Gets +3/+2 in vigilance and vigilance and vigilance and vigilance and vigilance. This most vigilant guy. He always checks. He dots his I's and crosses his T's. He's the hyper vigilant. Vigilant for Naughty Shieldmate. Block. And he doesn't. Why does he not? Is it because I could go block? Take him out. Yoo-hoo has to have a very scary 5-drop or 6-drop. There it is. We're probably boned. You should 1000% attack with the Vernati Shieldmate. It's like not close. Just attack with the Vernati Shieldmate, man. Alright, shit. Camaraderie 1 time. Alright, that's why that hand was not very active. I'm gonna go ahead and concede. Not feeling good about this one. I think our deck is absolutely fine where it is, though. We don't need any more heals. Do we actually want a citywide bust? Yeah, we really do, don't we? Loxodon Restore is a fine card. Prey Upon might actually be the one to cut. I know that seems weird, but... Prey Upon is good, but I don't think it's as good in our deck because we just have a bunch of tiny creatures. I don't want to cut one thing, so I'm going to cut that thing. You can't tell me not to. Yoo-Hoo's really going in the think tank.
How do I deal with a Selesnya deck that's so powerful?
The only person who could beat us was a sub, man. It was Installation 0 with that Is It Supreme deck. Cosmotronic waved us twice for the win. I am ready to go. That's a nice hand. Slazy says, I'm just about to lose my second matchup. I think he may have cursed my deck. Yeah, he had a nice little deck versus us. Nissa versus Vivian Reed. Alright, this is increasingly nice. We can flower to draw another land too, but I suspect that we will meow our way into a land. So we can Samala our way into an angel. So that we can flourish our way into a victory. Boris aggro both times. Shit. Well, that's a good one. Meow! Meow! Oh, shit, yeah. Alright, looks like we're flowering, huh? Unless we just get lucky. Unless we just get lucky, man. Boros aggro both time. Bring it on, Yoo-Hoo. No blocks. I don't give a damn about your blocks. Citywide Bust is going to be so good versus this dude. This dude's going to be going crazy, summoning all sorts of nonsense, large green men. We're just going to blow it up. See, this is what I mean. Like, this was Prey Upon. This would be so dead. Meow. Yeah, we're going to definitely flower. Paying 1 white to get a, let me make sure I do this right, a forest that we may swornly companion it out. Oh, actually, I should just attack with both of these guys. And then we're going to Loxodon Restorer. Loxodon Restorer is the play. Actually, if we played Sumala, no, we wouldn't quite have enough for the Loxodon Restorer. But I think if this board state begins to grow, we just have a lot of heals here, we have a lot of heals here, we have a lot of efficiency with Sumala Wood Shaper. Next card's going to be a significant card. I'd like to get Sumala down, so that way this damn Sunhome Stalwart will stop attacking, but... I mean, this is really obnoxious. Yoo-Hoo does nothing. Alright, well, not so but... Oh my god, how do we win? Actually, wait, do we have enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I'm not trading with any of my babies. Sunhome Stalwart with a Candlelight Vigil is a bit of a problem, but we can actually destroy a lot with Citywide Bust. Like a whole lot. Chump for a few turns, wait till there's more big things. You can Sumala and Lox? I don't think so, because this was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How did I not count this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we actually had enough. I counted that like 3 times. I counted that 3 times, and I just hit, no, I can't do it, every single time. I don't know how that was possible. I don't know how that's possible. Alright, that's fine. Looks like it's going to be the battle of the 1/1s. We shut down aggression for this turn, which is fantastique. Probably just swing with this thing and that's it, huh? sorcery. Funny thing is, I actually thought that was too short for the Loxodon, which is the funniest thing of all. Alright, who's getting La Boeuf? I would expect if we're not a shield mate. Yeah, it seems right. Nothing. Nada. De nada. Taking one is totally fine. Hello. God, see, I could have played that last turn. 100%. Alright, Sumala. Show me what you got. Yep, this one. Alright, I think we can't lose. I am absolutely going to March of the Multitudes at the end of the turn because I want to be able to Light of the Legion afterwards. So X is 5. Be able to convoke 5. God, look at this. Look at this. Look at this horse. Love that YouTube video, man. I gotta get coffee after this. I don't think I've had coffee for a long time. I've had water, but I haven't had coffee. Tapping it all. It's bugging. Great, right? Yeah, and then the mountain Cosmotronic Wave, and I'm like, oh! We can take 4 damage. We can go to 13. That's fine. Light of the Legion next turn is disgusting. Disgusting. Then we're going to have a 4/5 Loxodon Smiter. Might of the Masses does give +6/+6, which is still not enough. But if there's double Might of the Masses, I think that's how we lose. If it was double Might of the Masses, it'd be +12/+12. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, we would lose if it was double. Great. Great, yes, totally fine. Fine by me. Now our opponent likely loses. Hello. Meow. I'm gonna keep this back, and then I just start swinging in with, like, a lot of shit, dude. Like, if Light of the Legion dies, everything is +2/+2, and then I start swinging back with a gigantic board. This is my thought. I haven't played Find yet. This deck has a lot of good shit in it. It's good shit. In before Luminous Bonds. I would just citywide bust to destroy it. I think I've been accepting too many bluffs But, I mean, I have a board now that allows me to do that. Let me actually stop pen twiddling and just think. Like, obviously, we're going to block with Light of the Legion. We're obviously going to block with the Lockstone Restorer. We should be fairly liberal blocking with our 1/1s, because I don't think there's any give +1/+1 to everything. I don't think there is. Is there any mass give ++ combat trick? I don't think so. I don't think so. Healer's Hawk is somewhat threatening. Yeah, I'll trade. Are you kidding me? $1,000,000%. This is a terrifying board to be up against, isn't it? No mana, no nothing. It's just a trade. Can't attack with this. Gotta leave this back. Gotta leave this back. All the white ones swing in. Oh my god. Well, looks like we're citywide busting anyways. That's a nice little combat trick, huh? All get +1/+1. Disgusting good. Alright, so Luminous Bonds and citywide. Yep. Yep. I mean, we just step on the gas right now. Like, this is way too threatening a board. So our opponent right now has a 2/2, a 2/2, a 1/1, a 1/1, a 1/1. This 1/1 can generate more 1/1s, but I mean, swinging in for a billion a turn is scary. Maybe that cat's actually more threatening than I realize. I do think I needed to do the citywide bust. I think that was still important. Is this actually a second Convoke? Do you have a... He's running 2 Pax Favors. Wow. Fuck. Well, huh? Well, I have lifelink and you don't. So this cat's gonna have to stay back. This can block the Hazard Marshal. Wow, this is interesting. Just massing up on babies and pack favors. It's kind of interesting. You do Vigilance, pack favor. It's fine. Our buddy's probably going to be a little bummed about this. I think maybe I actually can't attack for a little bit. I think we just keep clogging the board. Yeah, Crawl Harpooner is going to be a 4/2 that can't attack anything, so then I'm going to Parhelion Patrol after the fact. Swing in the sky, my friend. I wonder if our enemy just has an additional pack. Pack something? What's it called? Pack Favor. And that has reach. Fuck, well. There goes my plan. Alright, so what do we want to draw? We have 21 cards left. We have Feed is really good. Feed would give us Light of the Legion back. We can also clear the entire board with Feed. We can get Light of the Legion, and we can also get Lockstone Restorer or Small Woodshaper back. Camaraderie is a disgustingly good one. Oh, that's really good. We're going to spend mana to do this. This is why people say don't overvalue enchantments. So this is going to get buffed. That's going to get buffed. Great. swinging for 8 in the air every turn. I think our deck's actually fine. I think we're actually fine. We want to attack actually with this guy, even though it is not going to get lifelink. The reason being, having a 2-3 is extremely relevant against this board. And then next turn I can go back to swinging with my little dude. Next turn, I actually believe we're going to swing with everything. Okay. And then this wins us the game. If we'll actually just see what our opponent does. I mean, I'll probably want to do Find and probably not do Finality. But if we're doing Finality, we're killing most of our board. So we probably just swing out and win anyways. So if something crazy gets dropped by Yoo-Hoo, such as a March of the Multitudes, that life steals them back into the game, then I'll just, you know, Finality buffing the Parhelion Patrol, and we'll win that way. This has been maybe the longest draft I've ever done. This has maybe been the longest draft I've ever done. Rudiger Char says, I look away for one moment and Sean went from winning to losing. What in the world? Or losing to winning. Okay, I was confused for a moment. I was like, Yuhua? Who is this? Who is this that's getting triple blocked? Yeah, kill the Vigilance guy first, please. Alright, so this is 4 and then 5. So we're going to do Find to return the Light of the Legion. And the Loxodon guy back. Alright, we got some insurance out. Hello. Alright, so our opponent really needs something crazy. You did take your time building this one. And then we are winning a lot, and our games are long, and we spent 20 to 30 minutes discussing feelings. So I feel pretty good about this. Do I actually want the second Loxodon restore? That actually feels very good. Second Loxodon, yeah. Probably should have changed the land distribution a bit. I really need water and coffee. Let me just get the water part.
Oh, Sheriff, you're so cute.
Alright, so our opponent has not yet. Alright, well, we are going to mulligan this. Well, no. No. We have a flower. We have a flower, we have a Righteous Blow, we have a Sworn Companions, we have 2 sources of mana that we need. I think this is completely fine. We're on the draw. We have several opportunities to get there. We also have a Healer's Hawk, which is amazing. And we get there. We get there. Absolutely we do. This is a nice hand. This is a card that's actually run in the standard list. The standard tokens list. This is better than a 2-land hand. Like, you know, it's easy to just group all 2-land hands. It's like, do you keep on 2-land or do you not keep on 2-land? Blur. Alright, do we want to trade with this, or do we want to play the Healer's Hawk? I think trading is better. Like, there's 2-land hands where you have 2 of 1 mana, and none of the other, and all your spells are of the other? Yeah, are you kidding me? If you want a combat trick against an Iron Shell Beetle, man, I'm fine. Be my guest. Especially if it's one of those Convoke. Totally fine. That's a real obnoxious drain on the mana. Yep. Yepperdy-depperdy-doo. That's what we want you to do. So we can't block this, but soon enough, we'll Loxodon Restore. There's also, like, I have 2 mountains and 2 cheap red spells, so we're actually okay. So notice our opponent's almost out of juice. Almost out. Well, we gotta do this, 100%. I think we literally cannot block this turn. We have to get a Loxodon Restorer down. Alright, I'm going to stop chatting for a moment because I think I really need to think through this. So I think we actually are legit going to 10 here. I'm more okay with that than you might imagine. I just really need to get one more land. So we can Loxodon Restore, and then we begin to stabilize. Gaining 4 life is so much life. Just one, man. Okay. Fuck. That is painful, man. Alright, well, I mean, the play is clear. We get this guy down. We might just die on this turn. This might be the turn where we die. But we're going to see what happens. Because if it's double Convoke... No. Two creatures. This is just 2 creatures straight up. Fuck. Righteous this, double block the Vernati Shield Mate. And that's what we got. I think that's it. I think it's the only play we have. Hopefully this is just land. So you double block 1. Wait, what? Yeah, it should. Okay, cool. So he doesn't have the combat trick. still a chance. Some varied things are going to need to happen for us to be able to win this one. That's definitely not one of them. All right, we're still in it. We're still in it. We're dead. We're a dead person. We died today. So we'll do something like this to stay in it. Fuck. Alright, well, I think the reason we lost this is that we didn't mulligan in game 1. I think this game, I totally defend our decision. Damn. Because we lost game 1, like, stupidly, trivially, easily, and then we just, that was that, so. Well, 4-1's still pretty good. 4-2, excuse me. Made our money back and got a whole bunch of extra packs. Damn, I wanted to get the juicy 5. This was a fun deck, man. That was fun as hell. And I'm real happy with how the build went. And I get some core set stuff. And the legend is... Amulet of Safekeeping. Lord becomes the target of a spell or ability opponent controls. Counter that spell or ability unless control pays 1. Oh. Creature token gets -1/3. Ooh, I love Conclave Cavalier so much. I think it's not standard quality, but it's still great. It is absolutely draft quality. I just care about the... Beast Whisperer, I think, actually has some legit uses in maybe Mono Green Stompy. Charnel Troll. That is an interesting little deck. I also need to get some of the basic Explorers. Okay, so I'm actually going to take a proper break. We're going to do a proper break.